So today's vlog is about when is the best time to practice Qigong, and maybe the background here is going to give you a little bit of a hint about that. It's a question I'm often asked, and you know, the short simple answer is whenever it's convenient for you, whenever it fits into your schedule that you can do it regularly, because that's really the most important thing in the end. Anytime you do Qigong is going to be good for you. It's going to give you a lot of benefit, and the important thing is that it works with you, works with your life, and that you do it regularly, so you find a time that works for you. But beyond that, there are some special times of day where there's going to be more benefit than others. Basically, for all of us, our energy responds to the environment around us, and what's going on with the energy in the environment around us. And there's certain natural patterns in the environment around us. You know, to some extent in modern day life, we insulate ourselves from these. We stay indoors where we either keep ourselves warm or cool. We use artificial light and so on. But the rest of nature still operates on these cycles. And it's there, the trees, the pattern of the activity in the trees, the sap rising, the photosynthesis, all these things that go on, it happens on these cycles. The animals in the environment, they get up and do their thing, they rest at certain times. And all this activity around us affects the energy around us. And as we practice our Qigong, we become more in tune to that. And ideally our body and our energy is going to function best when we are in tune and in harmony with that. And so those key times are sunrise, sunset, midday and midnight. Now, midday, this is when the energy is at its strongest, or rather the yang energy is at its strongest. The heat from the sun, all the activity this causes, it's high in the sky, and really great if you need super strong yang energy for some reason. But the reality is, for most of us in everyday use, that yang energy is actually too strong, particularly if you live somewhere in a warm climate, like I am now. I'm in Mauritius, and it's so strong that in the middle of the day, often what we'll naturally do without even thinking about it is our body will make small adjustments to shut that energy out because it's simply too strong for us. Now, we can still practice Qigong at that time, but in terms of tapping into and drawing on that energy from around us, unless you have a particular need for that super strong yang, you're probably just going to shut it out. It's not really going to help you very much. Midnight, similar. At midnight, of course, it's completely dark. There may be the moon and stars and things like that. But the energy is at its low point, at its most yin, and it can be great if you need some really deep, strong yin for some reason. But for most of us, most of the time, we're actually going to be better off sleeping at this time than we are doing our Qigong practice, unless we have a particular need for that. Then we have sunrise and sunset. I'm here at a sunrise right now, and it is beautiful. I've had the opportunity while I've been here in Mauritius to practice at sunrise regularly. And at this time of day, this is when the energy is on the rise, the yang energy, the plants are becoming active, the animals are becoming active, and of course the sun is coming up. But it's still very gentle. It's transitioning from yin to yang. And at this time we can absorb the energy most easily. In particular, we can even absorb some of that energy directly from the sun through our eyes, which most of the rest of the day it's just not safe to do. And this can have a big effect on us. It's understood, you know, the effect that this can have on our hormones and so on, but overall, this rising yang, this gentle, new, fresh yang energy stimulates and brings freshness to our energy inside us. So if you are able to practice at sunrise, it's going to have some extra special benefits for you. The other of those special times is, of course, sunset. Now again, the energy is very gentle here. It's not that fresh new yang energy, it's descending yang. The yang is easing and fading out of the day, but it's doing it gently, not suddenly. And at this time, again, in all of nature, birds go home to rest, the activity in the plants quiets down, all the energy around us quiets down. And when we use our Qigong practice to tune into this, it helps our energy to calm more gently, more smoothly than it otherwise would as well. And so it can be a great time to calm our energy, to discharge excess energy, so that we'll be better rested and be more peaceful in our rest. And there's something else that's quite special about these times of day, about sunrise and sunset. And because at these times, you know, we're transitioning from yin to yang, yang to yin. This is also mirrored in our consciousness. And you think about it, you know, the natural time to be asleep is at night when it's dark, the natural time to be awake is during the day when it's light. And so there's this natural transitioning between those aspects of our consciousness as well. And so at these key times of transition, there's a bridging that goes on between them. And one of the things we see is this broader range of colors. It's not showing up quite so well in my camera at the moment. If you can see with your own eyes, of course, you know, sometimes you can see a lot more. But this is similar to what happens in our consciousness. Rather than just seeing everything, I guess, black and white, yin and yang, or seeing the full spectrum all at once, we can start to see the parts. We see more richly into our consciousness and into our energy. All right, well, again, the main thing is that you find a time to practice that works for you. But if you do have the ability, even just once in a while, even if it's not all the time, to practice at these key times, sunrise, sunset, it can be quite magical, and there are some extra special benefits you can get from that. Okay, this is just my second vlog on this channel, so I'm still getting the hang of it. I don't really know what to say to sign off just yet. So hopefully see you on the next one.